want me to do the intro?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it for the exit.
Hey guys, Alvin Rio back for Friday on the Pagan Perspective. This week's topic, we're talking about pagan partners. And anyway, if you've been following me for a while, you do notice that I have talked about my partner quite extensively. We've talked about our religion, we talked about certain aspects of it, but I don't think we talked about it to, as far as it being a full topic. So it's more of like a small, like half question. Sometimes we'll get like 4 questions conjuncted down into one. So this time we're focusing solely on pagan partners this week. So I'm going to introduce my love here, Lux.
Hello.
Ta-da! One of the big things that you guys have asked as part of this question, because it's a multi-pronged question, is, how do we handle our particular religion, and if we have a different one? So how did that work for you? Like when we started to first understand each other and things, like how did?
Well, I think things lined up for us in our future. I guess we're here now, obviously, and with this guy right here. Anyways, I love him to death. Unfortunately, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. He started to express spirituality at an early time in our dating. During the time we were dating, actually, he actually asked me what do I think about Wicca, and it just exploded. It was like, oh, I have lots of exes who were Wiccan, who followed the Wiccan lead, but also had a lot of eclectic people in my life. And backstory for me is that I'm also a spiritual person, coming from a line of people who are spiritual, and we connected with that. We connected with different books.
Yes, we talked about it. It's different authors, and I was like shocked. I was like, what? I was like, what is the odds of you having that? But it was just weird because I thought no one would have it. I thought I was the only one who would be reading this book.
Some people might say it's arranged marriage because we're both demonologists, and they're like, oh, it's an arranged. We wish it was. We wish it was that glitzy and glammy, but I actually think the universe, and we talk a lot about vision boards too, to all of our spiritual friends in a way. If I'm quoting that because sometimes you don't have to be categorized as spiritual, but for that, I think we kind of manifested something during that time too. I always tell people that, but we found each other, actually. We did.
Yep. So I mean that is. I mean, this is more than you guys have normally have seen. Usually we kind of keep things private. We didn't really talk about the full career thing. But yeah, I think that's the main question. Like, you just wanted to know, like, how did we have disagreements with religion? Because that was what someone else wanted to know. They wanted to know, like, did we have disagreements? And I don't think we did. I thought it was cool. I'm seeing like the temples and things. I appreciate being brought into that world. I feel like I'm getting a piece of a certain look into the window of who you are, and I feel very happy and like accepted to be a part of that when we go to the temples and things. So.
Right. So for me, I'm actually Buddhist, but in our town where my mom and my dad, different countries, but in their towns, they were really well-known shamans and shaman priestess. And actually, I'm gonna put it up here for you guys. I'm gonna leave a picture of the village shaman blessing our family home in Thailand. Aldrin got to be a part of my family's tradition. We were there for a funeral, and usually when someone dies, a village shaman comes and gives a blessing, and you actually took great appreciation for it. Absorbing all of what this village shaman is doing, and And not only that, me and him too learned a lot about different cultures and different parts of the world of spirituality. You know, if it's Southern America, we're from America, we're from the United States of America, so if it's tribal, if it's native, tribal, if it's indigenous, if it's Southeast Asian, if it's Creole, if it's Caribbean, you name it, we're studying all that to kind of help our clients and other people. Now, there has been differences with other groups when it comes to injustices, like different pagan groups not accepting other people, and we kind of made that clear on our blog posts, on our podcast and everything. So, quite like covered a lot of our like relationship status and everything. What is it, 9 years?
Yeah.
Years.
So it's been a long run of not having a major issue. Now I do imagine that some people would have been upset, with learning that the person is their same religion. You do have people out there who are like want to say, no, you can't have that religion. How dare you? They want to be the person that teaches their other half a new religion, and we don't have to deal with that. Like, it was more accepting. So I guess that's more toward where that question is kind of aimed at people who may have had some strife at home. We haven't had that.
And for the people that do have that situation on, in their life right now, leave it in the comment section for him on his personal channel and on his Pagan perspective. We would like to help you out. Right now, we are in a spiritual life coaching. We're doing a lot of like spiritual life coaching to a lot of people, and for that.
Well, I think with the whole COVID-19 shutdown, a lot of people were looking for answers. A lot of people were looking for a sign of hope. There were a lot of people who were depressed and they were seeking religion. And sometimes the religion that they grew up in wasn't able to offer them what they needed. So we ended up running into a lot of people who were having issues and were questioning, is there anything else out there? And we developed a program to kind of help people explore what's out there. So, if someone is interested in Wicca, we can kind of point them in the right direction. We can show them some basic things. The whole idea is finding these people who need guidance, kind of like holding their hand and showing them that it's okay to explore these religions. And
or it's okay if you're hearing voices. It's okay if your kids are gifted. A lot of times what we fight for as a couple is injustices, kids being institutionalized because or being diagnosed with autism, but in reality they are actually sensitives, in some cases mediums too. So we like to give the pagan community, and that's the whole point of Kaiju Crew too. Like, we want to embrace the things that people considered as not normal or taboo, and kind of making it normal to people, because believe it or not, the pagan community is people kind of categorize us as a little bit taboo for some odd reason, or won't understand, and for that, if we want, in what I say to a lot of my clients, if we're demonologists, if we don't clean up this world, we won't have a place to go after resting. If you guys believe in the afterlife, or if you guys don't, there's lots of trickling things that we always debate with, and we would kind of debate more than fight. And usually when it's going into an aggressive debate, we tend to, talk about our aggressive encounters with clients or in public, at home, where it's safe. And that's about it. We don't really, fight like that.
Right.
It's always a debate. Yeah.
There are people out there who find books to be a little weird. There's no one to talk to about those particular books. Like, there's one exorcist, R.H. Stavis, I believe. Her book has some very striking information in there. And there have been people out there who want to know if that's something that is real out there, because they don't have anyone to talk to about it. that. So that's another thing. That's what I'll leave the link down below. It's always still under construction with ideas. The person will be able to reach out and get the help they need to explore that path. It's actually Pathfinder in the name of the program, helping these people find their path. So I hope you've enjoyed this little quick window into my life with my love. And I will see you. Actually, you know what? I think next week is subs week, and I think they get 2 weeks of subbing. So I won't see you guys next week. I'll see you guys next month. Be safe and blessed be.
Blessed be.